Hey y'all, it's your girl Brittany. I'm back, I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. Alright y'all already know what we doing. Y'all already know what it's hitting for. We jumping, we skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie, our Dougie into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a member on my Patreon. Alright y'all, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, number one, before I start this video, let me say everything is legit. Baby, I was not in the room. I'm just going off what they saying and what we seeing. But everything is alleged. Also, let me go and tell y'all, this is just going to be like a talking video. It's not going to be no pictures, no nothing. We just truly here to talk. For real. I think the topic at hand is a little too sensitive to like just have sound effects and pop up pictures and everything. I just really want to have a conversation. So, mind y'all, we all seen the Baddies trailer. With us seeing the trailer, we all were in shock that Chrisean said that Tasiki took her innocence, basically. For me, I end up seeing like some more videos of the Nephew, because I seen some of y'all was in the comments saying that, and some of y'all were expressing stories in the comments from what I read so far. I haven't replied back to anybody yet because I had been working. Like, I've still been working and stuff throughout the day, but I am gonna comment back. So let me say this. First of all, if you are a victim of innocence being taken away, I am sorry that that happened to you. And it's more, this stuff happens way more than it should. So, I really hate that it's people out here who are victims of innocence being taken away. And this can be man, woman, anything. A lot of times when these people are, like that, they're preying on children, and, they're preying on you not knowing nothing. They preying on your mama and daddy to be on some, or to be working too hard to be paying attention. People like to do that type of stuff. So, if anybody has went through this, I'm sorry that, y'all had to go through that. And I definitely understand why it's hard. Now, in this particular situation, now, I don't want to, be like, oh, I don't believe Chrisean, or, I believe Tasiki. I feel like, honestly, it's just it's a topic that's just so touchy. Like, it's a touchy topic. You don't really want to pick sides. And truly, to me, it really is not something that we should have seen. Like, I get it, because I get what Zeus was doing as far as like, hey, storylines need to be made. She want to come back. What do we gain by having you back? And she decided that, hey, I'm going to say that my sister did this. Now, for me, as far as, like, me taking a step back and actually, like, just evaluating it, from videos that I did see, like, that's resurfacing and stuff, Chrisean said, that she lived a good childhood. Just, a lot of times her mama would be asleep. Something like that. But she didn't have to endure what Tasiki and her other siblings had to endure. So that, to me, threw out like a flag of, even if, this did happen to you, obviously it must have happened to her too. Obviously her innocence had to be taken. And usually when it's a child-on-child thing, somebody had to tell that child how to do that. And somebody had to tell that child, oh, hey, come, like, teaching the child to do that. A child not just finna come out the woodworks and be like, hey, eat me. Like, ain't no child finna do that. So, if this is true, it is sad that she did take her innocence, but obviously her innocence was taken as well. And I did say in my video, where the parents, I blame the parents. But too, like, people who do that type of stuff where they do take people's innocence, parents really don't be knowing. Like, you really don't know who you have around you until you know who you got around you. You know, you would never think in your life that people like children until you notice that they like children, you know. And a lot of times the signs are not there for you to be like, yes, you are one of those. So I will say that. But I'll say this too, you know, playing house and all those type of games. Like, when I was helping raise my niece and my nephew and stuff, I wouldn't even let them play games like that. Like, mommy, daddy, all that type of stuff. I don't even play like that. Like, I understood, you know, children are innocent, but it is a way that, you know, a child could see something and be like, oh, well, I want to do this. And a child not knowing, you know, the cause and effect of their actions. So I definitely, like, understand that. And like I said before, if this is true, you know, both parties, like, innocence was taken off both parties if she did come to her sister and told her to do that. Because it's no way she was picking, she had to pick that up for her to actually make her do it. That was picked up from innocence being taken. That's not picked up just off a movie. You know, that's picked up off of somebody actually doing it, in my opinion. I ain't no social worker or anything like that, but just off of putting context clues together, for me, if that happened and she made you do that, then obviously somebody did that to her, you know, or somebody made her do that. 2, with the nephew, you know, the nephew came out and he was like, it was the boys and girls doing that to him. It wasn't just allegedly Tasiki. Chrisean never did it, and the brother, I think, who behind Sean never did anything. But, you know, stuff was done to him too. And I do believe they do need some type of counseling, because I know psychologically that could mess you up. Like, honestly, that could, like, he was saying that he used to hit his head a lot. You know, that do put you in the mindset of, like, why am I here? It will make you act out, all this, all that. Like, a lot of stuff can be cause and effect. So I definitely understood him when he said, like, you know, I was doing this because I'm dealing with so much pain, and he a child. So, you know, he not knowing how to express, hey, this happened to me, you know? So I definitely understand that. My thing is, he did say some people did apologize for what they did and everything. But by that time, they was grown. So apology or not, you're grown. So you obviously know what you're doing. If he the nephew, you know, y'all not no kids no more. Like, y'all old enough to know, like, y'all know better. So no, I'm not going for. Because y'all grown at that point. So, you know, the abuse being the abusers. I'm not going for that. But what I will say is, you know, I'm like everybody else. I feel as though they need counseling. Very much so. They definitely need counseling. And from the stories about, you know, the mama and the daddy tying her up in the woods and all that, you know, obviously they do need counseling. That's a big one. And we need a lot of understanding. But I do understand too, never want to talk to these people again. Like, not only, I think they do need individual counseling, and they might could have family counseling, but I absolutely understand too, oh, I never want to talk to that person again in my life. I never want to be around them. I totally get that as well. Like, that is understandable. Never wanting to even be in the same room with a person like that again. That is very much understandable. For me, I do need to see the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to see the whole thing because I feel as though, you know, those 2 clips that they did show us, or 3, was very shocking. I do want to see the whole thing, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Zeus is doing a lot right now, because we got the Tommy with the BB situation. We got, you know, innocence being taken away and having it on. And what else we got? It was something else too, but I can't remember what was my other thing. Oh, and the Bobby situation. I just think Zeus need to calm down. For real. Because y'all target audience not necessarily want to see that. Like, this is not a show for that kind of stuff. You know, you watch My 78 for stuff like that. You tune in to these shows that's been around for years and years for those type of things. You're not necessarily going to Zeus to see stuff like this. And it's given that y'all don't have no morals yourself. Just a little bit. It's given y'all don't have no morals. Like, I think y'all should stick to what y'all target audience wants to see. And we like lighthearted drama. This is becoming a lot. And it's like all back to back. You know, the Bobby thing happened, last week maybe? No, the Bobby thing happened the week before last. The BB thing happened last week, and this happened this week. I think y'all have to understand that the target audience is overwhelmed. Me, even as a reviewer, a commentator, I'm overwhelmed. Because I'm like, this stuff is sad. You know, I hate that this stuff happened to them. But when you tune in, you're not necessarily tuning in for real life sad stuff, you know. But, two, it's like, the stuff y'all are showing us is heavy. From the BB situation to the innocence to health. That is heavy topics that I believe y'all are taking very lightly until y'all get backlash. And those are not topics that are supposed to be taken lightly. Those are not topics just to put out and just deal with any type of way. And I end up seeing a video on TikTok, and somebody ended up saying that, you know, their views might be going down and they might need to get their views back up. But I'm thinking to myself, their views can't be that low to where they going that low. Like, if their views is getting low, it can't be to that extent to where they had to put out something like that. Don't get me wrong. Yes, people want to see chrisean, and I would say that's even to an extent. Like, honestly, the God's Plan show, we'll tune into it, but after a while, people are gonna lose interest. But I don't feel as though the family thing. Don't get me wrong. Let me make myself clear. The family thing is something that needs to be addressed. But not on Zeus. That's what I'm trying to say. The family thing is real life. They need to deal with that in real life. That's not something to deal with a camera. That's not something to deal with to say, oh, I made $200,000 to say this about my sister. That's not that. So to me, they really need to, like, not just give it like a storyline for us, but truly, if y'all really want healing, y'all need to go find healing. Like, not just, oh, we gonna see these fights, y'all gonna give us this sad, traumatic moment, and we're gonna move on. Like, no. If y'all gonna get them that, y'all should get them therapy, counseling, or whatever on her show. To be honest. Since she brought it up, I need to see her trying to get healing from that situation. You know, if this the reason why you ain't cool with your sister, I need more detail on your show about it. Like, if it's making you stagnant to the purpose of what y'all brought it to Baddies, I need you to bring it to God's plan. Okay? Because if you're gonna explore it and y'all gonna put it out there, I need to see the results of y'all putting it out there. Not just to put it out there and be like, whoa, we put it out there, yeah, I'll never talk to you again, hate you, boom, you know, done. But if y'all gonna put it out, I need to see some resolve on your part, because you brought it to the Zeus. And it's my thing too. Like, from what we seen before, they were super close. Like, Tasiki was always supporting chrisean. So the fact that the relationship has gotten to this point, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I hate that their relationship has gone to this stature, because it seemed as though, from like what we seen, they was so close. Like, they were so close to now it's like, who is that girl? And Tasiki, like, you know, she's going to sue her. But I believe, like, if it's not true, you need to go all the way. Like, don't just say you gonna sue her and don't do nothing. Like, I don't need to see you on live talking about Bad Dolly and all that. No, baby, you need to be showing us, hey, I got my lawyer. Yup. Like, no. And I feel as though too, just me, if somebody was to say I did some as far as take away their innocence, I would be loud with saying I didn't do that. I feel as though she is not loud enough. You're not loud enough. Like, if somebody said, hey, this person did this to me, I would be overly loud if somebody put that on me. I would be over the moon loud to show you, like, no, me, who, what? No, girl, don't you ever. But it's like, she's not loud about it. And I just believe as though she should be loud. If somebody said that about you, you're gonna be loud. You know, when you ain't acting right, you quiet. And I get her not talking to chrisean because chrisean got her jumped. I understand that. I understand her not talking to her because she got her jumped. That's understandable. But with allegations like that, it's no way I wouldn't be going out my way defending myself. I would be going out my way loud about it. I just feel as though she's not loud enough when somebody had said that you and took their innocence. And you just like going on interviews here and there talking about it. And you just saying it hurt. I would have been said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not like that. And as soon as I got my check, I would have been on you. But that's just me. But I'm just saying, I just feel as though if somebody was to say I did something like that, I would be very loud about, no, ma'am. What you're never going to do is that. I would be out, like going out of my way being loud. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just really wanted to, talk to y'all about it because everybody been coming out wanting to say whatever. And I just feel as though I need to speak more of my opinion on it. Just because a lot of people been coming out like just... And I just had some more things to say that I just couldn't say in my other video. Because, I had to get through the dang on trailer. So, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think below.